expanded since then.
That's
So
a beautiful thing, man.
it's great.
Growing is a beautiful thing. Yeah.
That's the thing. You have to also adapt too, right?
Yeah.
That's the
Well,
best.
look, I mean, I used to be young and pretty. I had to adapt with the times and change. You know, if you don't change, you get left behind.
Yeah, I see. It looks like your beard adopted too. That comes
retro.
very natural.
It went retro, actually.
Yeah, well, a week ago, see the creator, the artist that did this right here is over there. A week ago, I had a gray beard.
Ooh.
And being a young pretty boy to go and being in my 50s now, it's like that's a rough for me to like. It was like wow, but I was kind of like grown on it, and then I got invited to do a TV on K10, a TBS segment, and one of my good friends was like, you know, Chaz, I've never known you to go. He said, are you gonna do your flames in your beard? I'm like, well, I'm kind of comfortable with the gray now, you know. He's like, I've never known you to go half-assed at anything. You know you got to go all out. I'm like, you're right. You're right. So within a 3-hour span of talking to him, I went home, shaved, colored my beard, and was at the station within 3 hours.
Wow.
So yeah, it's not like I sit in a chair and let somebody do this. I did it myself.
2 hours later.
You said this process takes 3 hours to do because of the flame?
Within leaving him to go home and to the station. I did this in like less than an hour.
Wow, it's because it's not your first time always doing it, right?
Yeah.
2 hours later.
Oh, the first time I did it was a straight razor, and man, I'm like, because I wanted to get detailed, so I was like taking my time, and oh damn, that hurt, you know. I'm like, yeah, it didn't tickle, but you know.
So if people would have seen it, it's like, oh, that's part of the design, yeah.
Yeah. No, my beard naturally grows like this.
It's a cool natural behavior.
So these are your belts, right?
These are my belts. Pick that up.
Oh god, that's kind of
I
heavy.
didn't realize how heavy it is.
I never realized how heavy these things are.
Right, well, these are the ones that we win. These aren't the ones at Walmart.
Look,
Look at that bicep. Wow.
Yeah.
It's popping out. We just blocked the camera. You couldn't see me behind the bicep.
Yeah, this is really
awesome. Yeah, but these aren't the ones you buy at Walmart. These aren't the replicas. These are the ones that we win. See, it's got my name on it.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to tell you a funny story. I was walking around earlier, and one of the volunteers I was sitting talking to a couple, and she's standing there listening to me, and she's like, Chaz, I gotta tell you that I saw you walk around earlier, and I saw the hat and the shirt and stuff, and I'm like, I thought you were a big fan of Chaz's because I had my hair up on my hat. And she's like, I did not realize that was you. And I'm like, oh yeah, you gotta be your own biggest fan, right? If you don't love yourself, nobody else is gonna love you. That's what I was always told growing up.
I'm curious, have you ever been interviewed with like someone who's doing that? They don't recognize you at all, and you're just bashing yourself. Yeah, I hate that guy. Yeah. I've seen someone that's done that.
I try not to talk bad about anybody. Yeah. I mean,
no,
about yourself. About yourself.
Somebody that
just they don't even realize it.
You, they didn't know it was you.
No,
and then
I try not to leave an impression where people are going to talk bad about me. But one time I was at a store. I was getting ready to go up to the register, and a guy walking in, he goes, has anybody ever told you look like Chaz? So I said, hi, I'm Chaz. And he's like, wait, no what? Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah, true story. His name's Richard. He's a friend on social media now. It's like, yeah, it's pretty kind of.
I like it when they don't recognize first, and you think
he's like,
and you go with it for a little bit.
Yeah, he was a wrestling fan, and he recognized me, and it's like, and I don't look like I did back in the day. I look like closer to what my dad did back then. I look, so times have changed. So
cool. It's still good that you keeping in touch with the community and everything. Let us know. Yeah, it's like we saw you last year, and it was like, oh, we met your handler. It was like, man, you guys got.
No, he's not a handler. He's David.
Yeah. He's David. Yeah, he's his own being.
He's my buddy. Yeah,
he's your own being.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, here's one of the movies I was in. We actually broke that door.
They broke that door?
Yeah, the door that I threw him into, it wasn't supposed to fall down, but I broke the door off the hinges. This is called Outrage. And this picture right here, a character name in the movie was Tugboat, in homage to my dad, Tugboat. So, there you are. Yeah, that was back when I was young and pretty. Yeah. I tell people I was young and pretty. Some people believe me, some don't. Cool. The picture, the screen behind me, that's me when I was probably 90, 91, 92.
You're not the year, right?
Yeah, and I was 90, 92 that year. I'm like Benjamin Button. I'm going back.
That's like you
Good times.
How long does the guys take you to like practice or anything?
Just like any other pro sport, you got to go through all the moves and stuff.
All the moves and stuff.
You know, like we wake up sore every morning.
Oh, yeah.
Every morning.
Every morning.
There's no way around that. But it's like all pro sports. You have to work hard to where, and then when you're out there in front of thousands of fans or on TV, you're like, that adrenaline's going, and you land and you get hurt, but you don't really feel it till later. Unless it's like an injury. You get hurt from like landing and stuff, but you don't really get the pain right away unless it's an injury.
Got it.
Like if you tear something, break something, obviously you're gonna feel that. No amount of adrenaline is gonna take that away from you, really, unless you're on something you shouldn't be on. But just the adrenaline going, that helps take a lot of the like away. Yeah. So, but just like everything, the more you put into it, the more you're gonna get back. And I've worked my tail off. I busted my butt, and I didn't have anything handed to me. Being second generation, I had to work harder to get where I was. And because some people are like, oh, that's so-and-so's son, that's Tugboat's son. So, they took a lot of stuff out on me. And I'm like, I didn't complain. I just took it. Because you want to get everybody's respect, you just shut up and take it. And I mean, like, I was from that era. Like, you
gotta play the game.
Yeah, shut up and take it. Do what you gotta do, and
in the long run,
it'll play the game.
Off.
And it has. I mean, life hasn't been easy, but it's been rewarding. And I really wouldn't change a lot for anything. It's got me where I am. It's made me the man I am, and I'm blessed. I really have a blessed life.
That's great, brother.
I'm not perfect. We all put our pants one leg at a time. Yeah. And I just.
No one ever sees behind the scenes. They only see, either what's in front of them, what they see from people that talk. They don't see actually the real story behind the scenes. You gotta appreciate it.
I saw something poignant not too long ago. Like when we post POST, we post something online, and a lot of people out there in public, they only see what we post to be.
Yeah,
right. And there's like validity to that.
Yeah, when you don't actually really know the full story behind it.
Yeah. It's like you see all these people walking around, or all these Instagram models and stuff, but you don't like TikTok famous people. You don't see who they are. You see the image that they put out there, and like
what you perceive.
Yes, or what they perceive you to be, not what you really are. And I'm
like this guy.
Yeah, I mean, and we're crazy. We're entertainers.
Like this guy.
Yeah, like this guy.
Like this guy.
We're crazy and we're entertainers, but yet at the end of the day, anything you ever see me put online is never malicious. It's like I always at the end of the day want to put a smile on people's face, because the world's kind of crappy, and we all go through some bad crap every day. But it's mindset matters, and it's like what you put into it is what you get out of it. I mean, you could choose to be negative all the time, and there's a lot of people that choose to be negative. You see it on the media all the time, and it's like they make it their life mission to make people miserable. And I was raised better than that. I don't get that. But some of the people out there, I would rather put a smile on people's face, and like we talked about earlier, I don't want to leave a bad impression on people.
That's why sometimes humor is the best thing. Sometimes if you can make turn a bad situation to a good situation,
yes,
it resonates with people more.
And something simple as a smile, I believe. Like you could be walking down the street and run into somebody that's either suicidal or homicidal, and you make eye contact with them and smile, and they're kind of like, hey, maybe I changed my mind. Something as simple as a smile. Hey, how you doing today? Tell me about your day, kind of stuff. It's like you don't have to work hard at that. That should just come natural.
Sometimes people actually want to hear that. They tell you, even though you could be complete strangers. Last time I went to this diner, this guy was next to me. He looked like he was trying to say it was during the New Year's. I was just coming back home after a family thing, and I was like, so how's your New Year's, brother? How's your New Year going so far? And then he just told me this whole story. Just listen to him. Yeah, sometimes people need to just be heard.
Yes, no, and I wholeheartedly believe that. But and the rough part too is a lot of people say, if you need to talk, let me know.
Yeah.
And sometimes they just say it. Not everybody means it, and that's the hard part. Because sometimes you reach out to people and they're like, okay, well, call me later. Or well, I need you right now. And like you said, you walked up and a person asked you about something. Sometimes you just need to talk to people. Talking makes you feel better. And I've done like in my TikTok videos, and I talk to people saying, find what makes you happy.
2 hours later.
But like sometimes you just need a friend to talk to, because you could be going through some shit, and rather than going to a therapist, you talk to your friend.
Yeah, a lot of times, like,
a non-judgmental friend.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's that simple.
So like someone doesn't have a bias against them. They're just like it's a scary situation.
Somebody that won't judge you and just listen to you.
Yeah.
I mean, and if I don't mind talking and listening to people.
Often I noticed that the best thing was strangers, because you got nothing to lose to talk about them.
Yep.
Situation had done, you had nothing to lose to talk about. He told me his life story.
And sometimes
I just sit there and just listen. I didn't have to sit there.
Yeah.
I could have laughed, but I was like, no.
But you meant the world to that person at that time.
Yeah.
And it's a little simple like that. Especially if you're not on a time crunch and you don't need to be anywhere. Take 5-10 minutes, a half hour, and sit with them.
Yeah.
You know, it's like my wife is going through health issues and stuff, and one of my favorite people right now, Austin St. John. That man is brilliant. I mean, and he didn't ask for this to be talking, but he probably might not want me to talk about it. But like, the man is brilliant, and to sit and talk to him about stuff, you're like, he had just sitting there talking to him was like, he took the time out of his day to help me and my wife and get us in a little direction to help her with her lupus and different stuff. And it's just like, it's the little things like that. You're like, you know,
yeah.
I mean,
yeah, that's all you need to know, man. Some people just need to be talked to.
Yeah.
I'll conclude with one question for you.
Yes, sir.
Is wrestling real?
Okay, a lot of people don't want to hear this. But it's been out for how many years now? It's sports entertainment. But the part that people don't want to hear, there are no real pro sports. There's too much money involved. Think about this. I mean, people are, like I say, I might get blackballed for or whatever for telling the truth, but think about this. Anytime there's a natural disaster in any city, what city team wins that year? Boom! Mic drop, right? I mean, I'm not conspiracy theorist or whatever, but think about it.
That makes sense.
I mean, what was the big when Houston got tore up and the Astros won? They were a good team. They really had great players, and they won. But it's like, is that not ironic or what? I mean, every time somebody has a natural disaster, and I don't want to turn the tide because, hey, cool, we have a natural disaster. Those people need help. And we need, like, okay, everything in the news now about uncovering all this corrupt money and stuff that can now go towards those natural disasters and people that need help. We need to put America first. We need to put, you go to any other country, I've traveled the world, you go to any country, they put their people first.
Yeah.
To break it down for you, you have family, okay, you have kids, you have $10. You want to feed your kids first. And I've done that. Like one time I was out somewhere and I had credit card fraud and I had $10 in my pocket. I went to McDonald's and got my kids food. What do you want? You get what you want. I said, just let me have a bite, a burger, and a fry. I'm good. They ate the rest of it. I said, I'm good. I want to make sure my kids are fed. Yep. I didn't make sure the family down the street got fed. I want to feed my kids first, and then before me. And it's just
a paternal instinct.
Thank you. Yep. But it's like all these other people are like, oh no, don't, we got to spend money to watch the migrating session of some birds or something instead of feeding Americans and people that have fought for the country. And
yeah,
I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that whatever common sense is not that common anymore.
Yeah. That's what me and him talk about all the time. Yeah, we agree with the same thing. It's like I grew up in an era where it's like I was outside most of the time.
Yep. We played in the dirt. I rode my BMX bike.
We always get yelled at for staying out too late.
Well, if the street lights come on, you should be home.
Yeah.
Or that's your sign to come home. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm like, and we could be outside playing without having to worry about.
You learn more outside than you learn inside. Well, nowadays at least.
Yeah.
But it's different era, man. Like, you gotta do what you gotta do to like set your job, and at least stay in your lane. But at least talk about everything. Get a read on people and everything, and just.
And if you're a good person, surround yourself with good people.
Yeah, surround yourself by good people.
Because there's enough negativity out there that we don't need to associate with. I mean, like I talked to my brother David, I'm like, we got some people that are like, Debbie Downer or something, I'm like, I'd rather not associate with them. I mean, things are going good for us. Let's keep it going. We don't need that negativity around us. And people out there, people around you that are negative and bringing you down all the time, well, even if it's family members, maybe distance yourself. You can still be around them every once in a while, but you need to put you first. Because if you don't take care of yourself, you can't take care of anybody else.
I agree, Chaz. I agree, brother.
Thanks, Chaz.
Thank you so much. That was great.